trust. That's a hard thing to earn. Can you trust your mom not to sneak broccoli into your mac and cheese? No! Can you trust your dog to protect your home? You got a chihuahua, man. Can you trust the government to do the right thing for you? Come on, are we even being serious now? But you can trust me because I haven't tried to sell you some crypto scam yet. That's why when I'm telling you that Blueprints is a mother-quacking, balls-to-the-wall, fantastic game, you should take my word for it and just play the goddamn thing. Leave this video on so I don't lose average watch time and go play it right now, cause this is one of those games where the less you know, the better. Okay, maybe this isn't convincing enough. Let's put it this way. Do you like Return of the Obra Dinn? Then play Blueprints. Do you like Shadows of Doubt? You definitely have the patience for Blueprints. Do you like Animal Well? Blueprints is the same thing, without the animals. And there's no well. Do you read books? You get plenty of those here. Are your arms stuck on a T-pose? Then don't play Blueprints. The game tells you early on you gotta take notes and it's not kidding around. So get your pen, get your Zelda branded notebook that I know you have because you're a good person, and start writing down every damn thing you see. Which admittedly was a bit of an issue since using exclusively a keyboard for the past 12 years has completely destroyed my handwriting and now my notes look like the sketches of the Zodiac Killer.
Grocery list, yeah, grocery. What a weird old-fashioned term.
This is a very introspective experience made just for the smartest elements of our society. Which means that a lot of my footage looks like this. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm playing Blueprints here. I swear I'm having fun. It's a roguelite where your only weapon is your big, fat, juicy brain, and the house is the enemy, like Luigi's Mansion, but instead of ghosts, you fight good, old-fashioned RNG. Yay! Your ultimate goal is becoming richer than Oprah by obtaining your uncle's inheritance. The catch? Finding the elusive 46th room in this shape-shifting mansion, which I swear is inspired by that Snake Guy's home from a series of unfortunate events. Every day each door opens up to a different set of chambers, leaving you dumbfounded and confused inside a house you should be able to recognize. That's one thing party people should be familiar with. And people with Alzheimer's. The best way to describe it is, imagine giving a 6-year-old a copy of The Sims with the infinite money cheat. There are rooms with many doors, rooms with many items, rooms that serve pizza, those are my favorites, a chapel, a whole ass laboratory, a gym, and the Rumpus room where there's a dude that tells you your future with a spooky voice. Why am I speaking like this? Half the fun is just discovering what weird new chamber you might find, and the other half is finding a way to connect them. There's a lot of strategy involved here. You need to be on your toes. Literally, because the number of times you can step through a door is limited, and once the counter reaches 0, it's bye-bye to all your progress. The genius of it all is how it follows the world-renowned Shrek paradigm of game design.
No! Layers! Onions have layers.
Blueprints
Have layers. Onions have layers? You get it! We both have layers.
The first layer is just pure exploration, learning what each room does and how to plan your round to unlock as many of them as possible. But then it's layer 2, Scooby-Doo, when you understand that every place hides something. A clue, a secret message, a seemingly inconspicuous missive. All that brings you to layer 3. That's the fuck-all layer, where the narrative and gameplay get together and have the most beautiful baby. You might forget about a random drawing, only to then realize that it was a secret cipher that contained the solution to life's greatest mysteries! And don't you feel stupid now for not taking notes? So if you want to progress, you need to read these letters. You need to learn your family's past, and you even need to memorize the lore of the fictional country the game is set in. And yet, this is intriguing because the compelling writing is both giving you gameplay hints but also telling you the story, which means that by the time you reach the end, you'll definitely have an idea of the backstory of Blueprints, without ever being spoon-fed with a show-stopping cutscene or incredibly tedious walls of text that serve no purpose to the gameplay. It feels so goddamn refreshing to see a video game use the gaming medium to tell the story rather than briefly turning into a movie to do so. And I have to glaze over this game so much because it seems like the best way to sweeten my complaints. Alright, so you know what's the best part of solving a puzzle? Finding the solution, exactly, you're very smart, that's why I like you so much. What would sour that feeling is if I asked you to jot down the solution using single strands of hair you have to pick off using a small pair of tweezers. And the tweezers have been left on the stove for the past hour or so. You have the solution, so dragging things out is just tedious and frustrating. Blueprints is RNG based, remember? Oh no! I don't know what eldritch entity I pissed off. Maybe I broke my save file by looking at paintings for too long, but fact is, in my last 3 hours of gameplay I had to go through a spiritual reawakening cause only prayers seem to work. Run after run, I've got the most useless garbage rooms, and there was no way in hell I could get to the end of it despite knowing exactly what I needed to finally open that damn last door, and I still got there with exactly one step left. Okay, that was pretty cool, but still. And if you think that's bad, wait till you find out that some super duper secret areas have bonkers requirements, like finding a room, which unlocks another room, only for that specific run, obviously. And then you need to actually draft that room, which also has to be adjacent to another very specific rare room. And after all that, you still need to find a key item that might not spawn. And that's when I give up. Sure, you could say that I'm just not planning my runs well enough, but I disagree because I'm always one step ahead. For example, I'm ensuring that my mansion never has a shower or a bathtub, so if I can't get my inheritance, I can always resort to plan B and become a Twitch streamer.